Trek Jr. on row 9. Michael Stevens and Lucio Massini on row 10. Zing Ran Tang and Thomas Mejia. Row 11, Rory Vanderster and Steven Kruger. And on row 12, starting 23rd, it'll be John Baldessare. KZ drivers getting set to go. $10,000 up for grabs. 4 more races left on this beautiful Super Sunday. We'll follow with Mini Swift, KA100 Junior, and Pro Shifter. Field is set, folks. We are going to the lights with the KZ category. Green, green, green. Rocking it off the line. Side by side. Big move to the inside. Oh, Matias Ramirez was thinking about making the move. He's going to go to second. Ramirez goes to second. He thought about going to the lead in turn 1. He goes to P2, though. Great start for Ramirez on the track magic. Marian Kremers moves into the lead, though. They'll work their way through turn number 4 for the first time. Bit of beating and bagging further back. Kremers on the Borel Art out front. The track magic of Ramirez goes second. One driver off the racetrack into the barriers on the exit of turn number 5. Here comes Kremers. There's the gap back to Matias Ramirez. He runs in the second position. Danny Formal now up into third. The two of Denner now in the 5th spot. Kremers, though, with the open racetrack out front. There's now the second and third place drivers. Ramirez from Florida. Danny Formal from Costa Rica. Driver involved in that incident, I believe, was Steven Kruger. And there's Cooper Becklin. Trouble for Cooper Becklin as well in the number 19. He's off the racetrack down here in turn number 1. Becklin's going to try to get it turned around, get that thing rolling once again. He'll hop in and bang that shifter back in and try to get himself going. Becklin refires. Good to get the seat time here on this racetrack. Kremers out front. This is what he did last year, too. He had a red flag go that held him up. Marian Kremers trying to get some redemption. Danny Formal's gone to second. Formal to P2 in the Formula K. Ramirez in third spot on the track magic. Fourth is Denner in the Sodi, then Millell. Noah Millell started on the outside of the front row, but got shuffled to the outside of it as Ramirez was aggressive off the start. $25 lapper for $10,000. Marian Kremers won the World Championship this year. Want to add the Super Nationals victory as well. There's a fight further back. That's Millell going to the inside of Denner. Doesn't quite get the job done. The number 17. The 17 in there as well. Kai Cavendish putting the pressure on. Maximilian Paul in 7th. Andrew Bedozo 8th. Volquist in 9th and Pickett 10th. Maximilian Paul getting by Kai Cavendish down in turn number 4. So Paul in the DR kart has now worked his way up into the 6th position. Opening lap of our KZ main event here on Super Sunday. Mini Swift up next. Again, a big hello to everyone who's tuning in around the country and around the world. People listening in Abu Dhabi, Australia, New Zealand, England, the Netherlands, Canada. We appreciate everyone sending us messages to let us know where you are. Thank you so much. Marian Kremers, though, has been absolutely perfect this weekend. He's not put a wheel wrong. A little adjustment to the radiator curtain there. Get that engine temp where he wants it. 61 degrees here trackside. Another message from Jeff Dolian, enjoying the broadcast. Appreciate Jeff dropping us a note. Asking about official results after tech. I believe that will all be on the app. Once everything's official, it will be on the SuperKarts USA app or on Race Hero. Brian Traver dropping us a note as well. Rooting for Mike Doty Racing. We appreciate it. Ramirez still running in that third spot. That's the Track Magic. You look at the history of the SuperKarts USA Super Nationals, and even SCUSA itself, the Track Magic brand was just so big. Namo Gidley scoring a win, I believe I think it was the 1999 or 2000 Super Nationals. Last win coming from Bill Fleming in the G1 category in 2002. But just an iconic brand, American-made chassis that a lot of people raced on, a lot of top drivers. And in the early days, the SuperKarts USA Pro Moto Tour won a lot of races, won the initial Pro Moto Tour Championship as well with Jason LaPointe, factory Track Magic driver. Scored a lot of wins. Kyle Martin, a winner, of course. Alan Rudolph, Jonathan Bomarito, Oliver Rowan. A lot of drivers winning races on the Track Magic brand. Joe Janowski as well, current director of competition here with SuperKarts USA. Top driver on the Track Magic as well on the West Coast, or the East Coast rather. That brand kind of got rekindled, refired, all based off a Facebook group that of old Track Magic owners who were bringing their carts out to the racetrack. And from there, the Track Magic owners group turned into, hey, let's get this thing going. We got a battle here right now, though, folks, for the lead, because Danny Formal has closed up on Marian Kremers. Formal has gone to the lead. Book it. Danny Formal to P1. Formal, last couple of laps, closing up on Marian Kremers in the leading edge motorsports Formula K. Not even to the halfway point yet, but Danny Formal's got P1. The Costa Rican, 2 wins to his credit. Back in the 20th running of this race, Tom Kutcher put up 20 grand for anybody who could win who had won before. Formal did that. $20,000 he was able to win that weekend. Could he get another $10,000 here? Formal leading the way as he was able to get by Kremers. Kremers still running right behind him in second. Ramirez runs third. Emilian Denner in fourth spot. Back to what, maybe a 2-3, no, actually a full second back to Maximilian Paul. Noah Malell runs 6th, Andrew Bedozo 7th, Svokvist 8th, Calvert at 9th, and Pickett 10th. Kremers back by on the inside of turn number 4. And Marian Kremers goes back by. This kind of racing is going to allow that black and yellow of Ramirez to close back in. Top 4 drivers separated by less than a second right now. Formal, Kremers, Ramirez, and Denner was the last time by. They flip-flop, though, as it's now Kremers to the lead. Ramirez right there with them. What a battle in KZ. 15 to go, just 10 laps in. Danny Formal looking pretty comfortable there in the leading edge motorsports Formula K. Took the lead there. Now putting the pressure on still. Ramirez following in the Track Magic. Not even to the halfway point yet, so the drivers really settling in. Banging out the laps. Top 4 drivers have pulled away. 4-driver battle up front with Emilian Denner on the Sodi kart in 4th. Maximilian Paul trying to close up from P5, and he's actually putting in pretty good lap times. He was about 3/10 quicker than the leader last time by. 3 races remain here on Super Sunday. And again, a hello to those of you listening and watching live here on the SuperKarts USA Facebook page. And again, a big shout out to Acceleration Kart Racing, our presenting sponsor here today on Super Sunday. A little bit of a gap as they work their way down that straightaway. You get a great shot here from the drone coverage. Right by us. Start finish here in the Cooper Tire Broadcast Center. Kremers making a little bit more defensive, maybe leaning a little more to a shallow entry. Yeah, he's running that lower line to try to keep everyone at bay. That's allowed everyone to close up. I've said this about this racetrack. When you start running defensive, you bring everybody back in. You don't have that exit speed you need. Welcome Maximilian Paul back to the party in the DR kart. Top 5, separated by just over a second. Sun starting to work to the point where we got that shade over the turn 9 and 10 complex. There goes Maximilian Paul to the inside. Book it. He gets by Denner. Maximilian Paul of the DR kart gets by Emilian Denner. Now he's going to go to work, see if he can't close up here on Mateus Ramirez. Ramirez running third. Into the second half of this race, 13 down, 12 to go. Who's got the tire pressure right? Who's taking care of the Avincos? Who's got the pressure to set to come on strong here in the second half? Kip Foster told you he was P1, didn't want to change much on the kart, knowing that he still wanted to be quick out of the gate, knew he was going to maybe give up a little bit near the end of the race when the pressures weren't going to be perfect. What have these guys done? Kremers leads, Formal second, Ramirez in third. Fourth spot, Maximilian Paul started 8th, up to P4. Formal biding his time behind Kremer. Matias Ramirez running very strongly there in the third spot. Not yet made a challenge back for second. Again down this long back straightaway. Last year when Kremers led by 4.5 seconds, he had it easy. The yellow, a full course red, the red flag brought everything back up and allowed Leonardo Lorandi the opportunity to steal away the victory. This time Kremers is in a fight. This is a battle. Bare knuckle. Formal wanting to go at it with him. And I'll tell you, I don't know if there's any more fierce competitor than Danny Formal. This guy wants to win every race. And he can wheel it. Got that big body, he can move the kart around if he needs to. There's Maximilian Paul in the DR kart with DRT Racing. Don Gilboa's program. Ramirez still holding on to that spot in third, but they've all stacked up here now. You see that inside line Kremers is taking. It's not allowing him to get that big run out of turn number 2, and that is allowing all these guys to come back up. He's doing a shallow entry to 4 as well. Noah Millell may be closing back up too. He's only a second back. Denner to the inside. Back to the inside comes Ramirez. Maximilian Paul took a move to the inside of 6. Now he and Denner are battling it out. This is going to give some room. Yeah, here comes Noah Millell as well, but this is going to give some breathing room for Ramirez. Ramirez has got some room. He's got to spool things back up with 9 to go. Kremer's still your leader. Paul made a move to the inside of Ramirez in 6, got it done, but Matias put the track magic back down to the inside of the racetrack and took it away in 7. And that's giving him a bit of room because now Denner's got to watch out. Maximilian Paul's got to watch out because Amelia and Denner's coming, and so is Noel Millell. Top 3 drivers trying to stretch away. Kremers, Formal, and Ramirez. Burrell Art, Formula K, and Track Magic. Drivers made contact with the barrier on the back straightaway. They're going to get that yellow flag. Screw the workers coming over. It's a tough place. It's almost in the shadow there right now. They've got the yellow flag flying. Hopefully they'll be able to see that kart. Everybody kind of moving out. It's right in the shade of that barrier. They've got the yellow flag flying. They'll get that thing drug across the other side. There's your top 3 working at a 6 and 7. Ramirez needs them to battle. At least at the end, he needs that battle. He needs to jump into the fight. Wait for the final drivers to come around here before the SCUSA workers can get out there and get that kart. One more driver to come, and they'll sprint across and grab it. Here they go. Great job for the corner workers to get that kart back across the racetrack. Nicely done. Kremer still leads with 6 to go. Look at Formal just biding his time there again. This is going to get super good at the end. Matias Ramirez in a pretty good spot as well because the minute these guys start the battle, he's going to be able to put himself in this fight. They've still got enough of a gap back to Paul. They're closing up though. Maximilian Paul closing up again. 6 to go. Here he goes to the inside. Book it. Danny Formal takes the lead. Danny Formal back to the lead. Here comes Paul again. Ramirez right there. Maximilian Paul is back. So is Emilian Denner. There goes Denner to the inside. Book it. He gets the pass done on Ramirez. Paul is quick in the DR kart. Ramirez trying to hang with him now. Just got to stay the course because this is going to get good. It's going to get tight at the end. Ramirez got to dig back in here. Maximilian Paul is going to work now on Marian Kremers. The leader is now Danny Formal on the Leading Edge Motorsports Formula K, trying to win once again here at the Supernats. 2 times a winner already, building up a bit of a gap. Ramirez running in the 4th spot, trying to hold off Emilian Denner. Danny Formal, half a second lead on Marian Kremers. The Formula K out front. 4 to go. Like I said, folks, I don't know if anybody's going to be able to make a move on Formal now. If he pulls away, he may have this thing locked. Look at the gap he's built already. Formal was 0.4 of a second last time by 3 to go. Just about 4.5 now. 4.52. Noah Millell back at 6th. Zvokvist in 7th. Badozo 8th. Saraceno 9th. And Hunter Pickett running 10th. Ramirez trying to get back up there with Maximilian Paul. Because at this point, Formal's got enough of a gap and he's going to be able to run wide open. Doesn't have to make that defensive move that we saw out of Marian Kremers. Look at Danny Formal, not even looking over his shoulder. He's just focusing forward right now. Getting the job done, running wide open laps. Move to the inside for 5th position. Ramirez is out. Ramirez out in turn number 2. There he is, Mateus Ramirez on the track magic. Something happened. He's out. Was running 4th. And that'll be it for Ramirez and the track magic program here. What a run, though, for him. Was 2nd for a time, 3rd and 4th. Looked like a podium was coming. That's going to bring Millell up to 5th. Noah Millell, but tough one there for Ramirez. Final lap, though, here for Danny Formal, folks. Last lap at KZ. And potential engine issue there for Matias Ramirez. Final lap, though. Here he is. Danny Formal on the Leading Edge Motorsports Formula K. Can he win here at the Supernats for the 3rd time? $10,000. Waiting at the checkered flag through 7 and 8. Formal's just got to hit his marks right now. Kremers not close enough. Kremers has been perfect all weekend long, but today belongs to Danny Formal. Little quick look over the shoulder. No one close enough. Ladies and gentlemen, winning today in KZ, Danny Formal. Leading Edge Motorsports driver winning in KZ. The Formula K. Danny Formal, your winner. Marian Kremers in 2nd. Maximilian Paul ends up in 3rd. Emilian Denner 4th. And Noah Millell rounding out your top 5. Looked like an engine issue for Mateus Ramirez out on lap 23 with just 2 to go. But Danny Formal, folks, gets the job done. Look at the excitement for Formal. He is pumped. 3 times a winner. $10,000. He is absolutely pumped. Danny Formal, the big winner today in KZ. You can see the emotion to win here at the Supernats. Jared Wolf, his tuner, right there. I see him running along pit lane. Formal with the win, folks. There it is, .237.